Hi guys, video Q&A for you here. So I'm going to go through some training and nutrition tips that I use basically for myself to keep in reasonable shape and for my clients. So questions we got: Mario, 61 years old, looking to continue to do my weights and cardio programs. However, I'm losing muscle density because of my age. I'm looking to build lean muscles. Okay, firstly, Marcio, make sure that you're focusing on big compound movements, squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, dips, bench presses and rows. Never mind these little movements for arms. They're not going to produce a hormonal response from your body. So they're working small little muscle groups like biceps and triceps. You're going to hit those with your big movement patterns anyway. So that's your training. Nutrition, make sure you're getting at least 100 grams of protein per day from a variety of different sources. Make sure you're over your calorie numbers for the day. So if you're trying to build muscle, it's body weight in pounds times 14. So if I'm 190 pounds, if I want to gain weight, I'm going to times 190 by 14. It's going to come out at 2,000 something, 2,600. That's what I'd eat per day to gain muscle. You're going to gain some fat as well, but that's just the nature of the beast. Unfortunately, there is no such thing as just building muscle without adding a tiny bit of fat. It's just impossible to do unless you just started training. In terms of hormonal profile, if you want to keep your hormones up because you say you're 61, 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night, plenty of water, good nutrition, which we've already gone through, and make sure you're avoiding stress because as stress hormones rise, cortisol is inverse to testosterone. So as cortisol goes up, testosterone's going down, which is no good. So try those things, hopefully that helps. If not, you can go to your doc and get a serum testosterone test done, which I've had. And I thought I was going to get some free steroids, and I sadly didn't because my testosterone was normal. I just wasn't eating enough calories, was what turned out to be the problem. So I was always knackered and I couldn't push heavy and get stronger. Okay, so that's from Marcio. From Ali, we've got nutrition advice. Would be really helpful in terms of easy, helpful snacks and meals. Well, just what I do personally is I eat omelettes for breakfast pretty much every day, or sometimes I'll switch that out for a wheat-free cereal made with hot almond milk, just because I have a bit of a wheat allergy, so I can't take like normal porridge and stuff like that. That affects me badly, so I don't have that. I snack on nuts, fruits and seeds, basically. I buy like little packages from Tesco's and just snack on those throughout the day. I tend to go for long periods of time without eating. I've actually found that's helped my digestion. I always had digestive problems growing up, and since I've been eating my meals spaced further apart, my digestive system has settled down a lot. So that's something I really believe in, is longer periods without food. There's no problem going between lunch and dinner without a snack. Unless you're training, and then you might need a bit of fruit pre-workout. But yes, snack on nuts, fruits and seeds, and your main omelette, your main meals are kind of omelettes, meat with vegetables, maybe some rice and sweet potato, those kind of things. There's more nutrition questions, so I'll get more into that at the moment. Eric has said, need to hear more about nutrition and adding lean muscle mass to my body. So Eric, again, make sure you're getting at least 100 grams of protein per day. Make sure you're eating body weight times 14 in pounds, number of calories per day, so that you've got enough to continue to gain lean muscle mass, and make sure your training is on point. Loads of guys are focused on nutrition, their training is terrible. They come in and do arms 5 nights a week. You must have a strong squat to have a big body. You must have a strong deadlift to have a big body. You must have a strong pull-up to be bigger. You must have a strong bench press to be bigger. So strength, not enough people focus on strength, they just kill themselves. If you're struggling with programs, leave it in the comment section on the video and I can send you something through, or email me and I'll send you some. I'll be happy to send you something through. Jane has said, I would like more info on nutrition, good food to keep energy levels up throughout the day. I would say I find when I eat carbs during the day, I get tired. If I eat like a sandwich or pasta for lunch, carbohydrates are associated with the release of dopamine and serotonin. So they are what you produce before you go to sleep. So I say eat less carbs during the day. So meats, omelettes, eggs, boiled eggs, nuts, seeds, nut butters, those kind of snacks during the day. Basically, dumping a load of carbs in your system isn't actually going to give you energy until tomorrow. So we're running today off the carbs we ate yesterday, not the carbs we eat today. So when you eat a potato and go, oh yeah, that's got my blood sugar up. It hasn't. Your blood sugar's up from the food you ate yesterday. You're going to be burning that potato at some point tomorrow. That's just the way that carbohydrate storage works. So low carbs during the day, eat the majority of your carbs at night. You should have better energy. Hope that helps, Shane. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, we've got from Cam. I want to know how to shred fat properly and in a healthy way. My dad used to be a bodybuilder and went on extreme diets and got down to 0% body fat. I want to get to about 4% for summer. I'm about 10% now, so I want to get into the stage of shredness that people can't take their eyes off me, if you know what I mean. Yep, I know what you mean. If you can do that, that would be perfect. Okay, firstly, if your dad reached 10% body fat, he would be dead. Okay, you can't survive without any body fat in your system. If you don't believe me, Google it. Anything below about 3% and you're going to be in hospital. Many professional bodybuilders have died on stage for this reason. Again, if you don't believe me, Google it. They literally froze up and had to be carried off stage like statues. So 4% is dangerously low and you're not going to be able to maintain that for any amount of time. You've said you're about 10% now. I can tell you now, I've got 12 years of experience in the fitness industry and not many people who think they're 10% body fat are 10% body fat. You're probably more like 12 to 15%, which is what the magazines will have you think 10% is. So to drop body fat, get into a caloric deficit. So what I was saying earlier about gaining weight, you just subtract some calories, stay in the caloric deficit, and you will start to lose body fat. Add in some sprints. That's assuming you're already doing big compound lifts to drive muscle gain and to increase protein synthesis in your body. Drive full body strength, eat in a caloric deficit, chuck some sprints in there. But you're not going to get down to 4% body fat. Even professional bodybuilders don't get down that low for a very long period of time. It's only for a few hours at best. So your body's going to fight you every step of the way. And you will feel like you're dying when you get below about 8%, 7%. Trust me. So set your target slightly lower. If you want me to tell you what percent body fat you are, send me a picture and I'll be able to tell you off the top of my head. I bet you're more than 10. Nils has put thoughts on daily undulating periodization. My thoughts are, if you're using more than 3 words to describe your training, you're overcomplicating it. I had a little look into daily undulating periodization, and it was something the Russians used to use to get stronger. So they train in different amounts, sometimes up to 3 to 4 times a day to gain muscle and to gain strength. Most guys don't need it, and it's overcomplicating it. I would say to someone, do you have a double body weight squat? If no, go and squat. Do you have a double body weight deadlift? If no, go and deadlift. Do you have a body weight and a half bench press? If not, go and bench press. Can you do a chin-up or a set of 10 chin-ups with 20 kilos hanging off your waist? No. Then get back to the chin-up bar. Although I know Nils and he's got his own YouTube channel, he's a pretty knowledgeable guy already. I think even for him, that's going to be overcomplicating training somewhat. So if you can describe your training in more than 2 words, it's too complex, if you ask me. Get stronger, eat more to get bigger whilst getting stronger. To get leaner, do more cardio whilst getting stronger and eating less. Okay. Hope that clears that one up, guys. Claire's asked for some tips on post-workout recovery, like sore muscles. She knows I said about the tennis ball trick. She finds it hard to find the right place to apply pressure. Ice baths. People say that ice baths don't work, but there's studies to prove that they in fact do, especially if you use them with a contrast shower as well. So it's not very pleasant, and if you're a guy, it might make your willy shrink. So maybe, but not permanently. So don't worry too much about that. But it will for a while. So you dump the ice in the bath, a couple of bags of ice, fill with water, climb in it. You're going to be doing the Macarena for a couple of seconds. While your body gets used to it, and then you're going to be able to sit in there for as long as you want. But don't do more than 20 minutes. Finish with a hot shower. That's going to really speed up the recovery of your muscles. So go for that. Cold baths. Also massage good as well while we're there. Okay. And Jez and Veronica have said more on diet and nutrition. So guys, and girls, try and get 80 grams of protein per day. Guys, try and get 100. 6 to 10 servings of fruit and vegetables per day. 2 to 4 litres of water per day. Manage your carbohydrate sources. Don't eat too many carbohydrates. Don't eat too many calories. Body weight times 12 to lose. Body weight times 14 to gain. You can play around with those numbers. Track calories. Plenty of fresh fruit and veg. Drink plenty of water. Meal frequency doesn't matter. You can eat 6 times a day or you can eat 3. Honestly, I've tried both and it makes no difference. If anything, for me, eating slightly less often has proven to be better. So, I hope that answers all your questions, guys. And if you like the video, please share it or recommend it to a friend or like it or whatever. And any more questions that I didn't get around to today, just send them to me. I'm going to try and make one of these a week. So, hope that helps, guys, and thanks for all the support. It means a lot. Thanks for replying to the emails and all the great feedback that I get. It really makes me happy and makes me feel like I'm doing a good job. So thanks ever so much. And I'll speak to you soon.